Hello and welcome to today's video. So this time we will be taking a look at the Pixoo 64 from Divoom. Now this is like a tablet stroke slab that you put on display or you hang it on the wall. You put it in somewhere like this in a studio or a den, and on it you can display all manner of things, so it can tie into your like YouTube trackers or your Twitter or your Instagram. You can send your own pictures to it. It works as a music visualizer, or with the accompanying app you can just send pictures to it and there's like a revolving display. It's really versatile. There's a lot to it and I can't wait to show it to you. So sit back, relax, and let's get to it. Okay then, so we'll start off with getting it out of the, I've taken it out of the box, but let's take it out of its packaging. So we got a little thank you for your order, a little card there. And what's this? Ah, well, there we are. So I actually dug out. Last year I picked up one of these from Divoom. It's actually really nice. I have it on display in my studio, and it's I use it as an MP3 player, and the sound off it's really great. But you can also have like a pixel display which you can customize, so you can send pictures to it and that with the accompanying app. And I'm pretty sure that this is got similar functionality with but we'll have to wait and see. We'll give it a go. So it says it's got a social media tracker, a pixel art creation tool, music visualizer, and interior lighting. So it's really big. Really is quite a size, this one. So we've got a little booklet inside. Divoom, Spark Your Life. And this is some of the other bits and pieces that the company produce. And a little timeline there. Pretty cool stuff. And as I said, there is an accompanying app. So let's razor this one open. In fact, yeah, it probably is going to need a little razor. Nothing too bad. I can't get over the side of it, and it is also quite heavy. There we go. I like to keep my boxes intact if I can. Let's put that up there a moment. There we are. I gotta say, the packaging is really something, isn't it? Okay. Wow. What a weight that is on this, actually. Okay. It's like a universal charging lead, which is good. And oh, it's a nice long one as well. Look at the length of that. That's perfect. So all you actually need is a USB plug, which is handy. There we are. Well, I'm really looking forward to turning it on. Right, so what we got? I think that's one of the mounting screws there. And that's the other two down there. I think that's if you want to keep it up on the wall. Okay, so you've got the stand here, which is this little bit here, so you can sort of hide it when you're not using it. And it's actually designed to go into this little socket here, so it doesn't like click in or anything, but it does sort of mount it like that. There we are. So I don't know quite how secure that's going to be going forward, but I suppose if the panel's not going to be touched much, it's probably going to be all right. So I suppose we ought to turn it on, and let's see if it's got any power in it. It's a really heavy piece. No, it doesn't seem to have any power at all, so I'm going to charge it up. Okay, so I've come into the house now because this is a highly reflective tablet, and I think that really is worth stressing. If there was one thing that I would sort of criticize this for is that it's so reflective. You're going to really need to have a little think about where you're going to put this. You're going to need to put it in sort of a darkened spot inside a room. It'd be perfect in my studio because that's pretty dark anyway, but it does need to be connected to a Wi-Fi network. So just bear that in mind. It's not got a matte finish. It is highly glossy. So let's go through some of the functionality of this because there's a lot to see. Now I'm using the accompanying Pixoo Divoom app, and this app's got a lot to it. It really has. So you can just go to the main sort of like recommended page, and it will just you can just choose stuff at random. And when you select something, there's a 2 or 3 second delay, and then it fires over to the actual Pixoo 64. So this is like recommend, it's like miscellaneous stuff, but I think this sort of thing it's all very well, it's fine if you're into it, but I personally like things to be a bit more customized. So this has got like a new bits and pieces and things like that. The thing is, when you see something, you just want to keep trying it. But this is probably what a lot of people are going to use it for, and this is for your social media. So this one is connected to my YouTube channel. I had to type in my YouTube channel ID, and it then picks up the same feed that Social Blade does. So it's like once a day it picks up your subscriber count and your latest view count. So it's not actual, it's not live, but it's live for that day. So it's pretty good. So that's that, and it can also pick up your Twitch, your Twitter. I think it does Instagram as well, and you can do stocks and shares. You can do your Bitcoin. You can do exchange rates, currencies, and it's also got some gaming tie-ins as well. So Fortnite, Overwatch, Apex Legend, and League of Legends there. So that's pretty good, isn't it? But just going through it, it really is quite something. So there's like a photo section here. Now this is, I believe, where you can upload your own photos. If I click, I'm on photo. If I click, no, that's not it. So photo is what we want. And then if I hit the plus button, here we are, and hit plus again from my camera. And then I've got a picture of R5D4 here. So the screen's gone blank at the moment. So on the app here, I'm just got my picture of 2 little loose Star Wars R5D4s. And that, I think, is going to be absolutely okay. So I hit OK. And it's pixelized them there. And look at there. There we are. Look, it's pixelized it on my Pixoo 64. So that's pretty good, isn't it? And I think you can just save that. You can share it as well, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty nice. What else can we do? So if I do a little search here, if I type in, say, I don't know, Doctor Who. We like a bit of Doctor Who on this channel. So there's nothing under topic, but what about artworks? Here we are. This looks fun. So then, yeah, a few seconds and then boom. The Doctors are, well, they're doing a little dance, aren't they? That's the original Doctors. And this looks like the modern Doctors. Must be the same guy. And I guess he didn't do the whole lot in one like animation. It's probably because there must be a limit on space, is what I'm thinking. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? So oh, this is interesting. This has got actual video. So look at Christopher Eccleston here. So I suppose that's taken several frames and it's digitized them into like almost like a flip book. Quite interesting. Oh, look at this. It's the John Pertwee title music, a title scene. That's brilliant. I really like that one. Wow, that's awesome. There's another one, it's the old black and white one. Look at that. Wow, that's really something, isn't it? I really like that. That's great. Awesome. In fact, look, there's one more. We might as well play it, eh? It's the Colin Baker opening titles. God, I wonder what he'd think of this. Look at that. That's really, really something, isn't it? Let's try something else then. Let's try Star Wars. I think we've got to, really, haven't we? Ah, look, first one. Grogu. This is okay. It's a little animation, the trench run. There we are. I would imagine the Star Wars is going to go on and on and on. There we are. But as you can see, when the screen goes dark, you can just see how reflective it is. I've had to put the camera right up on top because it's like a mirror. It really, really is like a mirror, and that's a shame. But you know, I think when it's on a wall, you're not going to really notice it. And when it's got a display on, you can't really see any reflection at all. So some Imperial walkers. Wow, look at this. That's pretty quick, isn't it? That's a bit quick for me. I'd like that a bit slower. Well, as you can see, there's a lot here. I mean, there really, really is a lot to explore. Look at this. Look, Jawas. There's the droids. The sandcrawler in the background. That's good stuff, isn't it? Yeah, so there you go. So if you fancy one of these for whatever reason, I think it would be pretty good in a den or in my studio, something like that. You could put one in a coffee shop if you wanted to have some sort of scrolling news, or you know, you can customize it. You can put your own text up, like say Wi-Fi password, something like that. It might be a bit of fun. Yeah, I don't know. You'd need to have a dedicated use for this, I would think, rather than just going out and buying one. But there's a lot of fun to be had here. That is definitely for sure. If you do fancy getting one, you can get them direct from Divoom. They've got their own website, and the app is completely free as well. You can also get them from Amazon, for example, as you would expect. They've got the entire Divoom range. And I'll put links to these in the description down below, of course. Because this is a little photo montage. Yeah, so thank you very much for Divoom for sending me one of these. It was a lot of fun. I'm certainly going to enjoy playing around with this one a bit more. There's a lot to do on this, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Absolutely. There is one other thing I wanted to show you, which was it's got a visualizer. So let's just have a little look at that. And it's basically for if you were playing music in the background, it would it just visualizes the music basically, but I can't seem to see it. Here we are, visualizer. So if I was to choose, say, this one here, now it will pick up, it's got an internal microphone, so it's picking up my voice, and that display that you see there is basically voice activated. Here's another version of it here. It's almost like the Matrix. Can't see that very well. Let's try this one here. So it'll only react when I speak, and you can imagine what that's like with music playing in the background. So these are voice visualizers as well. So I didn't want to not show you that before we left. But anyway, back to the one that I probably have most on when I've got it in the studio and I'm filming my own videos. Yeah, so thanks very much for watching today. Thank you very much for Divoom for sending me this one for review. I've had a lot of fun with it, and I'm sure there's viewers of my channel that'll enjoy getting one of these as well. Thank you very much for watching today. If you've not already, do hit that subscribe button, get that number even higher, and I shall look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye.